I can't. I have my fucking tripod on my table right now. It's really annoying me. All right, wait for some people to join in. I'm late as usual. What else is new? Ashley being late. Showing up in style in my sweatpants on a snow day. That's how I do. My hair is way redder than this, by the way. It's just the lighting in here sucks. So, yeah, it's just, you know? All right. So, I have an important message to share. Hopefully this comes out. I don't want to say hopefully because I'm setting my intentions that it will come out the way that it was received. So I've been getting this message a lot, and I bring it up in my readings a lot. And we were doing Ascension table tipping Monday at the shop at Ascension Next. And I'm just going to get comfortable here for this. Talking about the king and queen energy in my sweatpants. Just really holding the queen right now. Whatever, I could be wearing a fucking paper bag and still be wearing a crown. Paper bag here, crown here. Not paper bag here, crown on top. All right. Oh God, this message is so important and I feel like people keep ignoring it. So here I am, throw it in your face again. All right, so we did the Ascension table tipping on Ascension Next, and essentially what that is Tori does table tipping. So it's a way to bring in, it's physical mediumship. It's a way to bring in spirit and use a table, and the table will answer questions. But at Ascension Next, we do Ascension table tipping. So we call in Ascended Master energy and anything from the divine that is of the white light that would like to join in and connect with us. And I've been working a lot with Mary Magdalene in the past few weeks. I actually have a course that I am releasing. So after I get off the live tonight, I'm going to put the link up in the Instagram. And if I can get this on Facebook, because Facebook just doesn't like fucking putting up my recorded videos now. Like they're just cocksuckers, to say it nicely. But anyways, wherever I put the video, I will put the link for the new course. Thank you, Marcus. Where were you during the Presence Live? I missed you. Isn't it cute? We got an angel back there and a little Santa Claus with a selenite. And then we have that nice amethyst cathedral. It's a little one. But yeah, I'm just cute. That's how I do things. My apartment. Oh, you can see the wire there. I don't like that. That's tacky. I'll just stay here so you can't see the wire behind me. Anyways, so yeah, been channeling into Mary Magdalene. The Teacher Awakened is... Okay, so I'm releasing it tonight. I'm going to just put the link up on Instagram and my social medias, and then I will be promoting it tomorrow, but you can purchase your place tonight. I've already been selling spaces. Spaces are very limited, so if you are interested and you have any questions about it, definitely contact me, but I really feel like this course is going to sell out. So, anyways, connecting with Mary Magdalene, a lot of her energy has been coming in, and, you know, if you guys know me and you've been working with me for a while, you know that I work with her a lot. She comes in and then she kind of leaves, and but I connect with her very well. And I've done 2 Mary Magdalene ceremonies at Ascension Next, and they were some of the most powerful ceremonies that I've ever done. And her energy, I was actually Jess that was like, you need to start working with Mary Magdalene again. And then all of a sudden it just really dropped in like 2 weeks ago. And I started downloading this course and I just started connecting with her. And, you know, Mary Magdalene has been portrayed as a whore. Me and Jess would say hooah. That's what we used to say, a fucking hooah. Anyways, when our guy friends would bring girls around, I'd be like, yeah, she's a hooah. But anyways, so, which is not nice. We don't do that anymore. But, my tarot course, that will be coming out probably in like January. Because Spiritual Basic Bitches first. You say hooah too? Nice. Must be a fucking Rhode Island Italian thing. But anyways, um, yeah, she's been betrayed as that, and she is not that. She is a high priestess. She worked with Jesus. She did magic with Jesus. So 1990s. But she is supposedly Jesus, a Christ consciousness twin flame. And every time I've worked with Mary Magdalene, the Christ consciousness always comes in naturally. He is there. I call Jesus the Christ consciousness because that is how I connect with Jesus. I don't connect with Jesus Christianity form or the word Jesus because there's too much stigma behind it. There's too much judgment behind it. So I like to say the Christ consciousness. So yeah, working with Mary Magdalene, I mean, I carry a lot of her traits. I feel like that's why when I do anything with her, it's so powerful. I also feel like I have worked with her in other lifetimes, like her energy in general. I just carry it very, very well. She's very feisty. She's also very nurturing. I carry both. I know a lot of you on social media see more of my feisty side or, you know, that more, a little bit more aggressive side of Ashley. But when you're really working with me one-on-one, I am definitely carrying nurturing and loving energy, and so does Mary Magdalene. But she doesn't put up with any fucking bullshit either. That's one of the things with her. And when I first started connecting with her, when I did a lot of this work, it was a lot of like speaking your truth. Like that's why she comes to women, is to speak up and speak your truth and let yourself be heard. And don't let people put you down. You know, that's one of the things with her is don't let people put you down. Don't let people try to tell you how to live your life. I mean, these are all the things that Ashley believes in. So naturally, I would connect with that very well. But one of the things that has been coming through, besides the course that I will be teaching with her, is the relationships that are coming in for the new earth. And when I say the new earth, I'm saying the new paradigm that is coming in. And I've been saying this randomly in my readings, and I feel like I even tried to do a reading on it, but I don't know what came up. I don't remember if I did. It might be on here, but it was kind of like she came in. Who were we talking to? Oh, the king and queen energy just kept coming on table. So the table kept spelling out K, and we're like, what's K? And then it spelled out King, and I'm like, oh, the king energy. So what's happening on the planet right now is the darker energies, I'd so call them, they're trying to emasculate or demasculate men. Okay, this is like the big thing on the planet right now because men are the protectors. Okay, it comes naturally for a man to protect and provide for his family. There is nothing wrong with a feminine man. There's nothing wrong with a masculine woman. But masculine men in our society are being treated as if though they are the devil, as though they are doing something wrong. And that has to do, and it's understandable in a way, but this is why I am not a feminist. I don't follow any form of groups that separate people. I am about people waking up and joining together and whatever the fuck you believe in, as long as it is, I don't join groups. I don't fucking take on labels. But I do understand different parts and pieces of why people believe certain things, but Ashley can't be put in a box. If you want to fucking know more about that, watch my Shroomin' and Bloomin' Part 1. I am literally a fucking fiery flame that can't fit in any box. It just can't happen. My soul is too goddamn old. You know, and that's another thing. I just been like lately, I feel like the crotchety old crone lately in the past like 2 months, watching all the children on the planet fighting over the dumbest shit. And I'm like, I already know what you guys are doing. Like, I was even saying this during Ascension table tipping the other night. I'm like, my soul has seen all of this shit before. You know, I feel like I've incarnated on like tons of different planets and tons of different galaxies. The AI coming in and trying to take over is nothing new. This shit just happens. If you really research and read a lot to do with ETs and, you know, things that have happened on other planets from people contacting them, this is what is happening. Like, the AI tries to come in and tries to take over, and it tries to take over the race, and then eventually it begins to separate the entities from its souls, and so on and so forth. We're not going to go into that. We'll talk a little bit more about that when I do my ET agenda class. But yeah, my soul is too old to believe all of this bullshit that's going on. I'm like 8,000 years old. I was having this conversation with one of my friends, and he was like, you need to date an older man. I'm like, yeah, I do, because I'm like 8,000. So, I need a guy who's like 45. It's already fucking matured in a sense. Maybe 50. I don't know. But, and he needs to be like at least 6,000 years old, soul-wise, or I'm not doing it. But anyways, went off on a tangent here. So, 6,000's the minimum here. But anyways, the king energy coming in, the demasculating, emasculating men. So, Marcus goes, I can't stand most people, because you're like old too, Marcus. You're like 21, but you're an old soul. I can fucking tell. An old soul knows when they meet another old soul. It's like, hey, we've done this before. We're tired. We're tired of this shit. You know, I've met 3-year-olds that are smarter than 35-year-olds. I'm telling you, I can see it in them. Their parents are smearing shit on the wall. They're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? But yeah, so, the men, let's get back to men, please. Let's talk about the men here. So I have done videos on the masculine and, you know, what's going on. And the king energy is coming in. So the king energy is like the collective of the masculine energy. It's like when the energy started coming through the table, it's like, you know, everything that's going on the planet is going to ignite the masculine energy. This is what is going to happen, and more men are going to step into their power through everything that's happening because they're going to have no choice. But we're being told that masculinity is toxic, and that's being confused with the patriarchy, and that's not the same thing. Like, real masculine men admit their emotions and feelings and actually listen to what women have to say, or actually listen to what they're, you know, they're very nurturing. Like, a real masculine man is very nurturing. They're not somebody who is just like beating their wives. Like, that is not a masculine man. I would say that's actually the opposite. A real masculine man is not going to put his hands on a woman. A real masculine man is going to protect a fucking woman. That's how it works. But we've been taught that any man that holds his masculinity is toxic. So that was kind of coming in with the king energy as like a reminder that we as women that are strong and in our power, if you're following me and you're a woman and you're strong and in your power, you need to empower the masculine man. You need to support the masculine man, not put the masculine man down, because putting the masculine man down is going to do nothing for our society and for us. Because a real true masculine man who is heart-centered wants to provide and wants to protect. So why would you want to take that away from a man? Okay? And it doesn't mean that you can't be in your power when you're with that man. That's another thing that keeps getting confused. So the energy of the king and queen came in together, and then I called in Mary Magdalene because she's the one that's been fucking talking to me about this shit for the past 2 weeks. So, like, we were asking Mary Magdalene, I don't know the order that it goes in, because when you're channeling energy, you don't really remember everything. So, we were asking, like, what do we need? What's important to know from the new earth? And she's like, the king and queen energy. She's like, this is going to build the new earth. So I'm like, okay. So, it's basically a lot of people are in relationships. And this is what I call, you're a settling ass hoe. You know what I mean? You're in a fucking relationship that you know you don't match. The other person doesn't align with you, or you don't align with them. And there's many different situations, but I would say that over 60% of the population is in relationships that they don't align with, that they don't carry that energy. So listen, not everyone is a king and queen. But somebody that is below a king or a queen cannot be with a king or queen stepping into the new earth. That's just how it goes. If you're a fucking page, go be with another page. You know what I mean? Like, the energy for 2021 from what we were getting from table is deciding what your role is. If you don't want to step up and be a fucking leader, then you can't be with a fucking leader. That's how it works. And like, a lot of this is coming in because it has to do with me and a man or a men that are coming into my life and what I need to be looking for in a man. I'm a fucking queen. Duh, obviously, I hold that fucking energy. There's no way that I can be with anything that is beneath a king. It is not going to fucking work with me. At all. At all. Like, I need a man who is in his fucking power, in his masculinity, who is healed, like open to healing, open to listening, but also an alpha fucking male, because a king is an alpha male. That's just how it is. There's nothing wrong with an alpha male. There's nothing wrong with the energy of alpha at all. And we have been taught that anybody that carries that alpha energy, whether male or female, is a fucking this and a that and a narcissist and a controller and all of this and yada, yada, yada. No, actually that energy is that those are the leaders. Those are the people that support the community. Those are the people that bring forth the ideas. Those are the people that take charge. And it's time for all the kings and queens to come together. So, if you want to be a fucking page, go be with another fucking page. So like one of the messages that was coming in January through March, collectively on the planet, we are going to again see a start of, we are going to again, I don't know if I said that right, because I'm kind of channeling too, see more relationships disconnect. Because there's too many kings that are with pages and there's too many queens that are with pages. That's not how it works. It needs to be an even exchange in a relationship, especially going into the new earth. No more codependency, no more codependent relationships. No more relationships either where you're settling and you're staying with that person because of, financial situations or whatever. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work, especially if you're aligning with this king and queen energy. You can't fucking lie to yourself. You can't lie to yourself when you're carrying the energy of royalty. Why? Because you have a kingdom to uphold. So if you lie to yourself, you're putting your people in harm's way. You need to be aware of everything that's going on around you, and you need to be aware of yourself. Kings and queens don't lie to themselves. And when we ask that question, like, why is it important? It's basically because the king and queen energy is almost like replacing the twin flame. So there's a lot with the twin flame, and I can't even fucking deal with it, because everyone that I've come in contact with that has been with their twin flame is a quite awful relationship, or they're not with their twin flame. I will tell you that, because I see people like, I'm with my twin flame. You're not. That's not your twin flame. I can tell, because I just know I have those abilities. Or twin flame is very toxic. Very, very toxic relationships, a lot of karmic healing, all of that. The king and queen is like the cleaner aspect of the twin flame. It is a masculine and feminine energy that truly and 100% support each other and complement each other and are ready to build empires. And that is why it is very important for the new earth that if you're ready to build an empire, you need somebody that is going to support you through that and also have the same ideas, the same ideologies, and like the same purpose and mission in a sense. And when I was sitting at the table and I was seeing this energy, I was seeing the king and queen come together, and they brought this light onto the planet. And a lot of people say that's like the same thing as the twin flame, but it basically like anchored into the planet, and it helped the rest of humanity rise. It's going to help like healthy relationships where it's giving and receiving, and you guys are at the same fucking level. And it even has to do with the sex too. The sex is going to be a big part of the energy exchange, and is also going to affect the people around you because it's the energy that you're giving to each other. So there's a lot of people that are in fucking relationships where it's basically a dud right there, because you're not in alignment with each other. You guys don't connect on that level anymore. The flame has fizzled out. So the new earth is asking for these energies to merge together, because all of that is so important for the up level of humanity. Hence the golden dick. With the golden vagina, they match. But yeah, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work if you're, the passionate sexual connection. And that's something that I'm going to be teaching a lot about in the Teacher Awakens. And you're probably going to be seeing more naked pictures of Ashley, because I'm channeling into Mary Magdalene. So get ready for that shit. It is what it is. But anyways, yeah, no, you can't be in this in settling relationships goes with friendships as well. So it's not just, your romantic partner, but it's also friendships and business relationships, like all of that. Like you guys need to be having, like, at least have that energy where it sparks. I'm not saying you all need to fuck each other and have like these big orgies, but I'm not into that shit. But you gotta be excited to be around people in your life in order to create this new earth, in order to activate people and wake them up. But if you're in a romantic relationship with people, you need that passion. You need that passion. If you're somebody that wants to elevate, if you don't want to fucking elevate, then go fucking be a settling ass hoe, have sex with no orgasms, and be a broke ass bitch. I don't know what to fucking tell you, because even if you do have money and you're a settling ass hoe and you're doing whatever, and you want to elevate, all that shit's gonna begin to fall apart. Because the earth is basically saying we need the leaders to be together. We need the energies that align with each other to be together, because they're giving each other that even exchange, and they're giving each other that support. And it's like when the king and queen energy, like the higher frequency king and queen energy, align, they give each other everything that they need. There's not this like battle between masculine and feminine, like with the old paradigm. There's always going to be issues and problems that you need to work through, but there's no fucking games being played. And I feel like that's a big thing that's been programmed just from seeing people dating and all of that. And I'm not even fucking dating, because I'm not even wasting my fucking time with that shit. I will know when I'm ready to go on a date with a man, and he will be a fucking king. And that's all I'm saying. I don't waste my time messing around with people and doing all that shit. I don't have time for that. And that's the thing with the king and queen. It will be like a coming together, and it will be honest. There's no games being played. Like the whole like whatever people do when they're fucking single and they play these games with each other. And like that was one of the reasons why I stopped doing readings, because of the desperate women coming in and asking me about this fucking dude that they haven't talked to in 5 months, that's married or like has a girlfriend. Like, why are you asking me that question? You really came and paid me, like, then it was like $100 an hour for me to tell you that he's a fucking loser and that he's not even worth your time? Like, I had to stop doing readings because of that shit, because women don't honor their fucking worth. And there's a lot of men that don't honor their fucking worth either, because they're with women that don't appreciate them and try to emasculate them as well. What else? Yeah, this energy is so important for the planet that when it was coming through table, it was basically like, if you're in a relationship where you're settling, you're doing a disservice to the planet, because you can't fully be in your power. You can't fully be ignited when you're with somebody that doesn't even turn you on in all different ways. And I'm even saying mentally too. I've been in like relationships where it's like, gee, this is the end, because we're not even fucking talking is a big thing for me. If we don't know what to talk about anymore, like I'm done, like, because that is like, in-depth conversation is something I need in a relationship, which is why I need a man whose soul is at least 6,000 years old. We would have a lot to talk about, I need a wise man, you know what I mean? But these are the higher level, higher frequency relationships. Is open communication, open and honest communication. Not, I'm mad at you because you did this and now I'm going to fucking hold a grudge and do this, this, and this. That is all old paradigm. Go be a settling asshole. Go be with someone who's going to play those games with you. You want to elevate, be with someone who's going to fucking elevate with you. You want to build an empire, be with someone who's going to build an empire with you. That's what I'm all about right now. And if it ain't any of that, it ain't worth my motherfucking time. Not even a doot on a fucking text. That's it. So, what else came in? Oh, when people begin to separate from each other during this whole thing, January through March, it is going to cause a lot of disruption on the planet, because it's like love disconnecting, and like kinship isn't the same as the king and queen energy. So there's a lot of men and women, or whatever, masculine, feminine, that are in relationships where it's more of a kinship I would say you're out of alignment. It should be the king and queen. Yeah, my eye. But yeah, I mean, and that's what's coming forth on the new earth, and the energy is going to be so intense that if you're like, oh, well, you know, you're not going to be able to ignore it. Not if you're doing this type of work, you know? Like, if you want to be a muggle motherfucker, and what the fuck happened to my eye? I feel like somebody got mad at me because I said that, and they're like, yeah, Ashley, that's not true. Fuck you. Don't watch my videos then. Yeah, look at what happened to my eye. But anyways, it really needs to be that strong powers coming together. It's going to be a big part of the shifting on the planet. So, and it's funny because I want to show you guys this picture. So there's this guy I started following. I think his name is Sean Whalen. Hold on, I'll find him. He is the owner of Lions Not Sheep clothing line. And I was like spying on his profile. I don't even know how he came up, but I was like, "Ooh, who's this guy?" And I like the things. I like some of the things that he says and the way that he speaks. And like, he's a very strong, masculine man, but like, you can tell he carries that king energy, and he is, I don't know, he's just like, you know, like an alpha male. But I like the energy that he carries. And I was looking at pictures of him and his fiance, and I was like, holy shit, that's the king and queen energy right there. So I want to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. I showed this yesterday during Ascension Table Tipping. So let's see if you can see that. All right, so that's him. Those are his kids. That's his fiance. I don't think those are hers. I think it's from his ex-wife. But perfect example of king and queen. King here. Queen here. Look at how strong they look together and how powerful they look together. She's not fucking leaning on him. She's not like fully behind him. She's standing beside him with her back up straight. And they look fucking equal. Like they look like they're ready to take on the world together. She's also, the queen, she is a little bit behind the king because she has his back. You know what I mean? Like she is supporting him, but you can also feel the vibe between him that he's fully fucking supports her and protects her. That to me, like this is truly embodying the king and queen energy. And that is what I will have. And that is what many of you will have. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, wow. Like I saw that and I got goosebumps and I was like, manifesting. But yeah, and he even starts the post off, fellas, grow some fucking balls. You know, and then just talking about like, fuck these shutdowns, be a fucking man, go fucking open your business. You know, like this is the stuff we need. We need this masculine alpha energy to stand up to these corrupt governments. You know, these are the men that will fight for freedom. These are the men that will fight for their families. These are the men that will protect. Why are we putting them down? You know? There's been a lot of bullshit about masculinity, and the divine was here, and even Mary Magdalene was here saying that it is important for us to honor this. All right. I am done for this live, I think. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say. Where'd it go? Where'd my word? I had Kat take notes on it. I don't know where we put it. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, that's not it. Well, I guess I'm done sharing that message because I don't know where the file went. Whatever. All right. Yeah, you got to watch from the beginning, Deanna, and then tell me about my man coming in. My king. All right. That's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. I'll definitely be live tomorrow because I'm going to be talking about my new program, The Teacher Awakens. I'm actually going to put the link in Instagram right now. I'm going to try to upload this video to fucking Facebook. If it doesn't, I'm just going to upload it to YouTube because you know what? Fuck you, Facebook. All right. Have a good day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. And remember, stay in alignment with those relationships. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.